So I just finished playing the Quimera Playtest build, and well, we kind of got to talk about it, bro. Now listen, let me start by saying the game looks beautiful when it's on high graphics. Honestly, as good as it did in its trailers when it's on high graphics. And the gunplay was quite solid, but this build, well, it has some issues. To begin, there is a frustrating delay between pressing your sprint key and actually sprinting. I thought I had like VSync on, or maybe the graphics were too high, whatever, and I tried a combination of things, but nah, for some reason you press shift to sprint, and about a second later you actually do it. Then you add that with a lack of a slide and the movement, I mean, it doesn't feel great. Now, I'm not saying that the game needs to have a slide or something like that, but when you don't have it and you add in the delay, it just felt like the movement was kind of clunky, bro. It kind of pulled me away from enjoying what I was doing because it was just so frustrating, like hitting the sprint and then you're like, okay, let's take. Anyways, speaking of the graphics, I know this is a playtest build again, so I'm certain on launch there will be more advanced settings, but going off this build alone, you had nothing. Just a simple low, medium, high, and epic. Problem is, on high, it looks great, but it feels like the ambient occlusion and high shadows, the motion blur, all that stuff is just on. It may not be cranked up crazy high, but it was definitely enough to notice it when I was turning. But if you put it on low, well, the graphics just, I mean, it really does drop pretty bad in quality. Not overly crazy, but, well, I mean, you take a look. The hair, the textures, the rain, everything drops pretty severely, and the turning and movement still don't feel much better. Now, you add that with my next big issue, a lack of an FOV slider, and I mean, this is just a recipe for disaster, bro. And again, I know this is a play test build. I want to keep reiterating that because people will put that in the comments like crazy. It's an early access. Tell me you don't know early access without knowing a playtest build. I know what it is. I'm talking in the sense of this build. Okay, I'm done. I promise. As someone who's used to playing at 110 to about 120, being on what I'm assuming was like 80 felt like everything was just slow and stacked on top of me. It really created a lack of depth visually for me, and of course, it made your movement feel even slower than it already was. Now, my last thing here, the voice acting and the animation. Now, the voice acting, honestly, is not bad, but the animations or the delay between animations, I mean, it kind of made for some weird moments. For example,
if they're driving that, they're gonna pay damn well, eh, Jefe? Steaks all around.
You see that weird delay between her and then all of a sudden she just be like, steaks all around. Now, I do think when they add in the advanced settings, bring in an FOV slider, this game will actually be really dope. Graphically, again, it was gorgeous when it's on high. Visual effects, nice. Enemy design, look great. Very Crysis-like. Weapon models, character models, all look good on high. The game really does have the potential, bro, to be an incredible FPS experience, but this build with these issues for me just left a little to be desired because I felt like I couldn't play it to the best of my ability. Not to mention, if I'm being honest, that demo is over in like 3 minutes, bro. It is a very, and I mean very short demo. Probably one of the shortest demos I've played since back in the day when you used to get demos on PS3. Like, no bullshit. I do hope the devs iron this out, and I really look forward to seeing the state of the game at launch. Because like I said, I do think it's going to be a good game. I love the fact that there's co-op, stuff like that. I just need to be able to play it better optimized, both mechanically and I mean visually. But that's it for me. If you played this build, what did you think? Good, bad, hated it, didn't? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, hit the sub. It really helps the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.